Hyundai believes there is a difference between making cars and making cars that make a difference. Every moment you experience the wonder created by Hyundai, expect to hear this sound. Hyundai. New thinking. New possibilities.
It's a rainy day, but any day is a good day to talk about a gadget. And today we're going to talk about a very nice gadget, as we mentioned earlier. And this is the HTC 7 Mozart, which is a Windows Phone 7 smartphone. First off, let me tell you a little bit about the hardware. This is the hardware of the HTC Mozart. The one thing that I like right on the dot is the Gorilla Glass. It's a very solid glass, and most new phones out there already have this type of glass. It's very solid, it's scratch-proof, you can bang it, and nothing will happen to it. So the HTC Mozart has this Gorilla Glass, okay? So it's got a nice big screen, as you can see here. It's got 400 by 800 pixels. The size of the screen is 3.7 inches. Okay? There's also an accelerometer sensor for the UI's auto-rotate. Of course, when you're looking at a picture and when you shift it, for example, this photo, if I shift it like that, it's going to auto-rotate. See? It also has a proximity sensor, so when you're talking on the phone and when you put it on your head like this, the phone will automatically turn off, so your skin doesn't come in contact with the screen and accidentally press a button. It has a unibody design, so it's all intact with one single body, but you slide this lower part to remove the battery and put on the SIM card. It has an 8 megapixel camera equipped with a xenon flash as well, right above here. Now, one thing you'll notice is it doesn't have a front-facing camera yet, and I'm sure the future designs will have one. So this baby is equipped with a 1 GHz Scorpion processor, Adreno 200 GPU, Qualcomm QSD8250 Snapdragon chipset. When I turn it on, I can immediately see quick response. See, there's no delay, no stuttering at all. Ever since I've been trying this phone, I've had zero stutter, and I tell you, I hate stutters. And this phone doesn't have that. Well, hardware is hardware. Nowadays, we all know that everything's getting smaller and getting better. We have 1.5 gigahertz phones coming out in the market. But who cares about the hardware when the most important thing is how the software works with the hardware, right? So enough with the hardware, you can just go on the internet, look for the specs, and you'll see it yourself. What I'm going to tell you about right now is the Windows Phone 7 operating system itself, or the OS. So check it out. Well, the most important thing to take note right now on the Windows Phone 7 is the operating system of the phone runs the same on any kind of platform that it has. Whether the manufacturer is Samsung or LG, it has a standard interface and a very fast interface at that. What you're seeing now is my home screen. Let me quickly power it down to go to screensaver mode or to power down mode. When I wake it up, you see the time and the date, okay, and then some recent schedules that I have that are already coming out, my missed calls, some messages that I may have, and some emails and some text messages that I may have. Right now I have the phone on airplane mode because we're shooting and the signal disrupts our camera or makes that irritating sound. So it's now on plane mode. Okay. Now when I press the home button here, it'll take me. Let me just slide that up there. So this is the home screen. Okay. This is the back button here, and this is the search button. Now the nice thing about the home screen is it's the most unique home screen we have ever seen and tested on a mobile smartphone. So we have live tiles right over here. So right here, this is my contacts tile. It's showing me the different pictures of my contacts, right? So the nice thing about this phone is it's very social centric, and it's one of the phones, it's the only phone that I've tried. I've tried the Android, I've tried the iPhone of course, and all the others. And this is the only phone that has done the integration between you and your social network perfectly, okay? So once you set up the phone, it's going to ask you to put your Facebook account on it. And when you log in your Facebook account and you migrate your contacts from whatever phone you have, it's going to automatically link those two together. So what I have here is I went to my tablet on the phone, and what it's showing me is all of my contacts now have pictures. All of these pictures were grabbed from their Facebook accounts. On the next page, it's telling me what's new with all my contacts, events, parties, updates, whatever they have, they're going to show it here. Every time there's a new update from a friend of mine, it's going to come out here, which is really amazing. It's the only phone that does that. And here are my recent calls from the people I've recently talked to. Now, another cool thing about being social centric is, aside from getting all the information done there, for example, there are different ways to communicate with a person through email. You have SMS, you have Facebook messaging, you have instant messaging online. Normally, on different phones, what you have to do is to go to these different applications just to chat with that person. The nice thing about the messaging here is it allows you to see all your threads of that single person. As long as you have your email address stored, the instant messaging ID of that person, the Facebook account of that person is registered, you can actually communicate with that person through one single threaded message. So no need to transfer between different applications or continue a conversation. Let me give you an example. For example, you're chatting with someone on Facebook and suddenly he goes on offline. Then you can immediately shift your communication with the same topic continuously through SMS. And that's never been done before, and you can only do that on the iPhone right now with a single threaded system. So one text message, all your emails will come out here of that single person. That is just amazing. It allows you to have your conversation intact with that person. Now, talking about updates, the nice thing about what you have on a Windows Phone 7 is the updates are over the air. You don't need to synchronize to a computer when there's a new update. It tells you, as long as you're online, connected to Wi-Fi or connected to 3G, it tells you that there's a new update, and you can just immediately update through your phone wherever you are around the world. Now let's talk about browsing. The Windows Phone 7 has one of the fastest browsers out there on the smartphones because it uses the same engine as your IE9. And if you haven't used IE9, I suggest you do so. Go to your PC, download IE9 and use it. It's blazing fast. And there are tests online that show you how fast the system is. So I suggest you check it out. Another thing you can do with this is it connects you with your Xbox Live account. So this isn't my avatar and I don't have an Xbox, but if you do, you'll see your avatar right here, okay, the avatar that you made. And it'll link you to all the games that you're playing. So what it does is it connects all your gaming to the same system, so you can enjoy it on your computer, on your Xbox, or on your phone. That's the thing about Microsoft. Microsoft is one big software giant. We've all been using Microsoft for a long time. It has different services like SkyDrive, which allows you for online storage. And they linked all of that together. So they have these huge different divisions. And what they're doing right now is they're connecting them and allowing you to use them, allowing you to connect to them through your mobile device. And that is one of the things amazing about Microsoft and what they're doing with Windows Phone 7. All in all, this phone is just amazing. It's one of the most fastest rivals I've seen of the iPhone. I've tried different Android phones in the market, and what I've summed up on the Android is you need a lot of hardware to make the software faster. So right now they've come up with 1.5 dual-core processor Android phones just to make the system fast. This is just running on a 1 GHz system, and it's blazing fast. Again, no stuttering as I mentioned earlier, and that's what I love about it. And the interface is something that everyone can get used to. Once you have this type of interface and you get used to using it, you'll never shift back. I predict that in a year or so, it's going to be the biggest competitor to the iPhone. You'd be surprised that when you buy it, you don't really need to buy any other application for your daily workflow, the daily things that you do with your phone. For example, on the iPhone or on the Android, you probably need to buy a Word or Excel document editor. And of course, since Microsoft made that, they made it free with this phone. And a lot of business users are going to be very happy with that. Once people are going to get used to using the Windows Phone 7, a lot of people are going to jump in the market. A lot of developers are going to jump in the Windows Phone 7 bandwagon and start developing more apps for it. And when that happens, bang, that's when it's going to be really competing with Apple. I'm hoping to see more Windows Phone 7 come out in the market here in the Philippines. And who knows, one day I might just own one myself. It's a very social-centric phone. It's the first phone I've ever tried that integrates your entire social networking right here on a single device. I've never been so connected in my life until I've tried using the Windows Phone 7. So thank you, Microsoft, for sending this demo unit. I wish I didn't have to send it back, but I will send it back. So check it out, guys. Alright guys, before we come to a final close to this episode and season, we'd like to thank God for making this happen, for everyone around us. We'd also like to thank everyone who has been on the team ever since the very beginning of Tech Island. First and foremost, I want to thank our sponsors, Hyundai, Edward, you're the man, and you know why. Thank you, Fred. Thank you so much. ClipTech, you guys better run outside, go to the mall, get a gadget, because ClipTech provides one of the coolest gadgets for everyone. Gadgets fit for every lifestyle. Joy Benedicto of B Resorts. Joy, thank you so much, and we will be spending more nights in B Resorts after this and to the rest of the days of our lives, we assure you. Folded and Hung, many thanks to James and Jenny So for their support, and to congratulations, by the way, James, for opening James and Kate shoe shop, where branded shoes are on sale always. And to Alan Tan from Shakey's and Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, thank you so much, Len. We will continue eating Shakey's even off-season. We assure you, it's our favorite. And Fine Upgrades, thank you because of Silverstone and Rocket and all your cool gadgets and for sponsoring our show. I always want to thank all of the people behind the production of Tech Island. Without these people, Tech Island Season 4 wouldn't be this awesome. I want to thank Style Assembly, Arthur Balaga, Jun Tariman III, Carl Ferrer. Salamat sa inyo, bay. To Michelle, our co-host, wishing you all the best, Michelle. To Joey Rivera of Digital Minds. Thank you so much, Joey. To 6 p.m., AJ Chongban. You know why? The cool sound that you hear on each episode is because of him. Our production assistant, Kit or Christopher Ko. Thanks, bye. To Genesis Rania, our creative director. Thank you, Jen, for making things happen for Tech Island. To Nikki Taylor and Kaloy Ipuanco, our directors, thank you for all your creative ideas and for injecting them in the show. And it has made the show so much more. Thank you, guys. And of course, to RCTV, to Mike Solon, Johan Yang, bye. Congratulations for getting married. And Chad, thank you, Chad. And to the rest of the RCTV team and crew, thank you to you. With Tech Island wouldn't be where it is, as it is, without you guys. And to the man behind the plan, our producer, Patrick Rizari. Shout outs to Rebel Project. Thanks, Patrick. And to all our fans and viewers, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. And remember, technology isn't just anything to have for yourself and for others, but it's a lifestyle for you and for everyone to share and enjoy all over the world. Don't forget to check us out at www.mytechisland.com for more web exclusives and news feeds 24/7. And who knows, Season 5 could be just around the corner. But before that, I'd like to thank also my wife. I forgot to thank my wife, my kids, Summer, Sarah. This is for you. And of course, guys, this has been your executive producer and your co-host. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Love you guys. Keep on shuffling.
Tech Island Season 4 is presented to you by Hyundai, Cliptech, co-presented to you by B Resorts and Shakey's.
Doesn't have to be a compromise. The 40-mile-per-gallon Elantra from Hyundai. I want you to focus on the screen and relax. Good. Now, when I snap my fingers, you'll realize that compact cars don't have to be boring or feel compact, that they truly can get better mileage. You will see the truth. Snap out of it, man. The 40 mile per gallon Elantra from Hyundai.